Good evening, I'm Shreya Dhondiyal. Have you heard the song Mamma Mia? Here we go again by ABBA. You'll remember it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it should be declared the theme song of the upcoming elections in Assam. Here is why. Assam's Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma in the last 3 days has upped the ante against the Mia Muslim community, making statements that have been described as an unprecedented low by the opposition. Ladies and gentlemen, Mias are Bengali-speaking Muslims who migrated to Assam from Bangladesh over the last 100 years. Today, they form 65% of Assam's total Muslim population and have been on Himanta Sarma's target for some time now. In the last 3 days, he has said Mia Muslims should not be allowed to vote in Assam. Instead, they should be going back to Bangladesh to vote. He says his job as Chief Minister of Assam is to trouble Mia Muslims so much that they leave Assam and go back to Bangladesh. He says if a Mia rickshaw puller, for example, asks you for 5 rupees, give him just 4 rupees so that you trouble him. He's asking Assamese people to also use Form 7 and raise complaints against Mia Muslims and block their voting rights. He says you should do it en masse. He's also saying, he said this before, he's saying it again.
কেস দিয়ক পুলিশে বিচাৰ কৰিব কিন্তু মিয়াকেতো কষ্ট দিব গৈছিল নহয় গতিকে জুনে যেনেকে পাৰে মিয়া কষ্ট দিয়ক না আপুনিও দিয়ক না ৰিক্সাত উঠিলে 5 টকা ভাড়া হলে 4 টকা দি দিব কষ্ট খালেহে অসমৰ পৰা যাব মই বিজেপিৰ মানুহবিলাকক কৈছো যে অলপ চলপ মিয়াবিলাকৰ ওপৰত কমপ্লেইন দি থাকক এটোত কোনো তাত লুকুৱাবলগীয়া একো নাই মই মিটিং পাতিছো মই ভিডিঅ' কনফাৰেন্স কৰিছো আৰু মই কৈছো সকলোকে যত যিমান পাৰে ফৰ্ম 7 ঢালক যাতে অলপ দৌৰাদৌৰি হৈ থাকে কষ্ট হৈ থাকে বুজি পায় যে অসমীয়া জাতি এতিয়াও জীয়াই আছে बांग्लादेश से जो लोग आए हैं वो लोग अपने आप को ही मियाँ बोलते हैं मैं तो वो नाम नहीं दिया है वो तो खुद ही वो नाम लिया है वही लोग खुद बोला है कि हमें मियाँ बोलिए मियाँ कविता लिखा है मियाँ पोएम लिखा है ये नाम थोड़े मैंने दिया हूँ मैं अगर मियाँ मियाँ करो वो भी असमिया करे.
Ladies and gentlemen, going into the elections, Ghuspetiyas or infiltrators are going to be a big theme for the BJP in both Assam and Bengal. The BJP is invoking the 50-50 fear, pointing out to data that shows that Assam's Muslim population has gone up from 15% in 1901 to 40% in 2025. They also point out to the fact that today, less than 50% people in Assam actually speak Assamese. But the opposition says Himanta and by extension the BJP is targeting Muslims to polarize voters. They say the man should be in jail for making these hateful speeches and that the Election Commission should bar him from contesting elections.
ये बड़े दुर्भाग्य की बात है मैं उनको दोनों हाथ जोड़ के ये कहूंगा कि हेमंत बिश्व शर्मा साहब आप अपने ये वापस दीजिए नहीं तो इस मर्तबा आसाम के मियाँ लोग आपकी नाव पलट देंगे वो किससे घबराते नहीं है लेकिन बोलो मियाँ के बददुआ से करो आप भी एक जमाने में मियाँ के घर में खाए हुए हैं हर किस्म का गोश्त आपने खाया मियाँ के घर में आपको बड़ा मजा आता था आज आप सत्ता के लिए मुसलमानों को गाली देते किसी भी जाति का ऐसा अपमान मत करो आपके गद्दी ज्यादा दिन के नहीं है
असम के मुख्यमंत्री हेमंत कुमार बिश्व शर्मा का तौर तरीका मुसलमानों के खिलाफ है जब से मुख्यमंत्री बने हैं आसाम में घुसपैठिए कहकर बांग्लादेशी कह करके मुसलमानों को इताब का शिकार और मुसलमानों पर जुल्म और ज्यादती कर रहे हैं अब इलेक्शन करीब हैं तो इलेक्शन की वजह से वो और ज्यादा उग्र हो गए हैं मुसलमानों के खिलाफ
वो मुख्यमंत्री बनने के लायक नहीं है वो जेल जाने के लायक हैं वो बार बार अपराध कर रहे हैं और दुख की बात है कि जो कोर्ट्स को सुमोटो कार्रवाई करनी चाहिए या राष्ट्रपति जी को खुद संज्ञान लेके कार्रवाई करनी चाहिए वो नहीं कर रहे हैं
The most atrocious statement and it has been made by a man who holds a constitutional post. If no action is taken against this man by the government of India, by the Home Ministry, then it really means that perhaps our constitution is dead in spirit, if not in letter.
Himanta Biswa Sarma on his part is unapologetic and says that stating reality is not hate speech. And Home Minister Amit Shah, who was in Assam today, made it very clear that he is 100% backing Himanta.
कांग्रेस पार्टी ने असम को घुसपैठ कर अपनी वोट बैंक की राजनीति से सत्ता प्राप्त करने का घुसपैठियों के माध्यम से एक हथियार बनाया था। मैं बधाई देना चाहता हूं भाजपा सरकार को, असम की और हमारे मुख्यमंत्री को कि ये डेमोग्राफी बदलने का सिलसिला उन्होंने बंद कर दिया। और मैं आज असम की दूसरी राजधानी की भूमि पर वादा कर जाता हूं, हेमंत जी के नेतृत्व में यहां पर तीसरी बार भाजपा सरकार बना दो, एक एक घुसपैठियों को चुन चुन कर असम के बाहर हम निकालेंगे।
तो ऐसा है कि न कोई भारतीय मियाँ असुरक्षित है, न कोई भारतीय बीवी असुरक्षित है। भारतीय मियाँ हो या भारतीय बीवी हो, वो 100% सुरक्षित हैं। उनकी आर्थिक, सामाजिक, शैक्षणिक, धार्मिक सभी जो है संवैधानिक सभी अधिकार जो है वो 100% सुरक्षित हैं। हाँ, जहाँ तक सवाल है विदेशी घुसपैठियों की, जो कि कोई भी देश या कोई भी प्रदेश बेतहाशा जनसंख्या विस्फोट को नजरअंदाज नहीं कर सकता।
My guest this evening, Charuk Pragya, spokesperson of the BJP, joining me on the broadcast. Dr. Rajat Sethi is an economist. He's joining us on the broadcast as well. Good evening to both of you, both batting for the same team today. Avni Bansal, spokesperson of the Congress party, on the show this evening. Good evening, Avni. And Imran Ahmed Ali is a lawyer. He's also a political analyst, joining us on the broadcast. Charuk Pragya, for obvious reasons, to you first. BJP का हिंदू मुस्लिम किए बगैर इलेक्शन में चलता नहीं है क्या?
Shreya, let's not paint this in colors of faith. This is about illegal immigration into our country. And let's be very clear, if that was not the case, India would not have signed the Assam Accord. Let me take you back into history a little bit. India recognized the cutoff date as 1971 for people to come into our country. Yet, in spite of that, there has been infiltration. Now, please tell me this. Does time convert illegality into legality suddenly? Suddenly, what has happened is that a group of people who have self-identified as Miyas, who have called themselves Miyas in pop culture, in poetry, for political mobilization and messaging, are now crying victim because the Chief Minister of Assam has used the same word.
No. They are crying victim, Charu.
Just because it has been illegal for very long.
एक minute. They are crying victim because look at what the Chief Minister has said in the last 3 days. Don't buy fruits and vegetables from them. My job as Chief Minister is to harass them. If a Mia rickshaw puller owes you 5 rupees, give him only 4. What else is he saying? He's saying make their life so miserable that they leave Assam and go back to Bangladesh. No. They don't have any right to vote in Assam. He's also saying that actually misuse Form 7 and file so many complaints that you managed to block all Mia Muslims from voting in this election.
Absolutely.
So they are not crying because they are being called Mia Muslims. They are crying and they are feeling victimized because they are being victimized.
Shreya, no, most respectfully, Shreya, and many a times we have differences of opinion. But let me ask you this. Even in your introduction to your debate today, you said that they have been settled in our country for really, really long. Decades, in fact. Are you trying to say that being settled here for decades does away with the legality? No, but you're mixing timelines.
No, I'm not mixing timelines. Charu, chalo.
Before 71,
let's decide.
After 71, there are different timelines.
Is the BJP clear about what an infiltrator is?
Let's stop pretending.
Charu.
Is a BJP
Are we clear about who an infiltrator is in this country?
Is it a BJP invention?
Dekho, even I believe that India is not a dharamshala. The Supreme Court said it, even I am saying it, Charu, India is not a dharamshala. We do not want infiltrators to come and take away our resources.
Thank you for
I'm
saying
with you on that. But can we decide who is an infiltrator, who is a Ghuspetia? Because the law tells me, and the Assam Accord tells me, and the NRC tells me that a person who came into India before March 25th, 1971 is not an infiltrator. Is a citizen of India. Uske baad jo hai sare infiltrators hain. Are you telling me that all the 76 lakh Mia Muslims in this country are infiltrators?
Now, let's be clear that the Assam Chief Minister, Himanta Dada, was clearly talking about illegal immigration into India. The group of people who self-identify as Mias, right? Do you remember that statement from last year also? They self-identify. They use that word for political mobilization. They've used it for decades. Please tell me, why does it become a slur when the Chief Minister repeats it? I don't understand. You're talking about the Assam Accord yourself.
मैं
So when
slur
we
की
are
बात ही नहीं कर रही हूँ,
crying
चारू।
out and saying that anyone who's here illegally
Charu, मैं
needs to
slur
cross
की
back
बात ही नहीं
into
कर
the
रही
other
हूँ।
country.
Look,
Why does it
Mia
become a
Muslims
huge,
then
huge debate?
look. The fact is, at one point of time,
मैं
I think we
कर
should tell our viewers that at one
Selective
point of
victim
time,
नहीं हो सकता
slur,
ना।
Mia's used to be a slur, Charu.
Accountability
Now the community
करनी
has
शुरू होगी।
appropriated it. ठीक है, so it's not a slur. मैं तो बात ही नहीं कर रही हूँ slur की. मैं तो targeting की बात कर रही हूँ. और मैं बात कर रही हूँ targeting की of a group that will not vote for you. Because Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma today is saying Mias are, Bangladeshi Muslims, they are illegals, etc. But if you look at his tweets from 2021 to 2025, for him there is no difference between Mia Muslims and indigenous Muslims of Assam. Just because they don't vote for you doesn't mean you will take away their right to
No,
vote.
so Shreya, you can let me. No, absolutely not. Let me tell you that Bharatiya Janata Party has made government in Assam twice.
Correct.
We are slated to form government for a third time. Please do not pretend that the people of Assam do not understand the ideology of the party or the speech any of its leaders make. Also, demography is not hate speech. We are talking numbers here. We are talking about data here. We are talking about a situation where Assam has been an unchecked border state with illegal migration for far too long. Now, when we put a stop to this, when we increase the purview of the work of the BSF, when we are working to secure our borders and our Chief Minister is talking about it, when we are saying that self-identification cannot become selective victimhood at your political convenience, you want to run away from this conversation and point fingers. I don't know. I don't think it works like that.
Okay. Imran Ahmad Ali, actually the BJP also needs to make up its mind about how many illegal immigrants are there in Assam. The Home Minister today is saying 64 lakh Ghuspetia, right? He said that today. Then a couple of days ago, Himanta Biswa Sarma is saying when SIR happens, at least 4 to 5 lakh Mia Muslims, their names will be weeded out. पहले decide तो कर लीजिए घुसपैठिया है कौन आप लोगों के लिए और कितने हैं? Identify करके उनको भेजिए. No one wants Ghuspetias in this country. But don't target Muslims just because they don't vote for you is the limited point that is being made. Imran Ahmad Ali, please go ahead.
I would only like to say one thing. You cannot choose the definition of a word to merely suit your political convenience. When you talk about what a Mia is, it's a Persian Urdu word which means gentleman or sir.
Correct.
When you talk about usual using of these words, when you use Paji, what comes to your mind? When you use Dada, what comes to your mind? When you use Lama, what comes to your mind? When you use Anna, what comes to your mind? So these are very specific words which are targeted very specifically, and I think the Chief Minister made himself amply clear when he used it. My question to Charu Pragya is one. When she is asked about a definition of the word Mia, she answers by giving us a history lesson and a lesson in statistics. But then tell me, Raghavendra Pratap Singh from Uttar Pradesh says, if you do not vote for me, you have Mia blood. Now, does this mean that in Uttar Pradesh also there were Bangladeshi illegal immigrants who were not voting for him and then they had Mia blood? I mean, there is a limit of hypocrisy. When you have to make statements and later clarify because of a political storm, be sensitive enough to not make those statements right at the beginning. So my long and short is one. A, if you made a mistake and you've clarified, don't be a hypocrite by trying and justifying it. If you want to talk about Bangladeshi illegal immigrants, call them Bangladeshi Bangladeshi illegal immigrants. Don't call them Mias. Because then what you target to do, you've made yourself amply clear.
Rajat Sethi, would you want to come in here? The simple point being made is target illegal Bangladeshi immigrants. No one has a problem with that. But don't target Muslims in the name of illegal Bangladeshi immigrants, because not all Bengali-speaking Muslims in Assam are illegals. We know that, right? Because the Assam Accord tells us that.
Well, before I comment, I just want to present the glossary of nomenclatures that are used, which carry heavy cultural baggage onto it also. Mia, colloquially in Assam, and this is, I'm telling you, after having worked in Assam, Mia refers only and only to Bangladeshi Muslims. It is a settled, crystallized terminology. For the domestic Muslims, the indigenous Muslims is another word called Khilonjia Muslims.
Correct. There are many actually.
Khilonjias, there are many Khilonjia Muslims who are part and parcel of the fabric of the state of Assam.
Correct.
When the country was partitioned on our eastern borders, it was partitioned on religious grounds alone. Even a simple district like a Sylhet district, which had a Muslim majority, was carved out of Assam and given into eastern Pakistan. Why was it done? So that there is absolutely no shred of Muslims left in the state of the then greater Assam. It was done that way. But look at what has happened now over a period of time. The entire lower Assam, Bongaigaon and the entire region, if you try moving there, it will feel like you're not even in India at all. Everybody knows that it's an open fact. Also, the challenge here is that anybody who is illegal, the first task that they do is to collect paperwork.
Achha.
They have hoarded and collected their paperwork to absolutely disguise, just like any other citizen. At times, a bona fide citizen will have lesser paperwork because there is no fear to gather paperwork, and therefore he hasn't done it. As compared to the illegal migrants who over these years have completed all the paperwork that exists. So the challenge, therefore, before the government and before the Supreme Court is that there is absolutely no way in which you can now determine what happened around 71 or prior to that and what has happened to economic migration into India. Therefore, the challenge remains, and this has been a politically well understood, well debated topic in the state of Assam.
Rajat, लेकिन again, my simple point is that over.
आप उसको दिल्ली की sensitivity से देखेंगे तो आपको गलत लगेगा. I can imagine that.
देखो
I can imagine.
Rajat, here is what I'm saying. Here is what I'm saying. Mia Muslims, Bengali-speaking Muslims who migrated from Bangladesh didn't come in the year 1970 alone. They have been coming and migrating to India, or you call it infiltration, you call it migration, you call it whatever. They've been coming since the British Raj. So for at least the last 103 years, these people have been coming into Assam and settling in Assam. Now the government, the government is also very clear. And the courts are also very clear that people who came before 1971, March 25th, are now Indian citizens with voting rights. उनके बाद जो आए सबको भगा दो, FIR करो सबको भगा दो. लेकिन why are you targeting them? Why are you targeting 67 lakh citizens of your own state?
श्रेया, आप लोग को सुनना भी चाहिए. आप experts बुलाते हैं, written a book on it.
हाँ तो I know that, which is why you're on the show.
Allow others to speak. अगर आप अपने preconceived notions को लेके पूरे अपने viewership को बताएंगे तो कैसे काम चलेगा? मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. देखिए, अगर आप दिल्ली की sensibilities से आप देखेंगे तो आपको ये pejorative लगेगा. I can imagine that. But honestly, get an Assamese on this panel and you will realize that Mia is a word which was crafted, used by all political parties, including Tarun Gogoi.
Correct.
Referred to Tarun Gogoi's speeches not long ago, before when he was alive and sitting and serving as the chief minister.
There
is an acceptable political angst against what has happened to Assam. Also, I'll give you a last point. Look at the letters written between Nehru and Bordoloi. Bordoloi was the first chief minister of Free Assam. The biggest problem that Bordoloi kept on saying is the Bangladeshi Mias. These are official letters written by two Congress leaders, Jawaharlal Nehru and Gopinath Bordoloi. This is a terminology which has percolated ever since during that time. So there is a huge historical connotation that you cannot wipe out just bringing a different culture and mixing things up here.
Look, again, I'm not debating the terminology.
Can I come in,
Because in
Shreya?
any case it has been appropriated by the community.
No,
so
you
it is
are.
not a slur anymore.
you
Charu,
are
एक minute, it is
correcting
not
the
a slur
terminology.
anymore. Let me get in the Congress
देखिए, मैं
spokesperson
कानपुर
also
से हूँ।
here.
कानपुर में मुसलमान को मियाँ बोलेंगे तो मियाँ इज अ पॉजिटिव वर्ड।
ठीक है।
असम में बोलेंगे मियाँ नेगेटिव वर्ड है वो। It
अच्छा।
doesn't. I'm not trying to mix these two things. These are different things.
Okay, so let me get in Avni Bansal on the broadcast as well. Avni, look, the fact is that in Assam, you know, maybe Rajat is right. He's saying if you sit in Delhi, he's understanding the sensitivities, but look at what is happening in Assam. ठीक है, there is a 50-50 fear. In 2026, the Muslim population in Assam is 40%. In 1901, it was just 15%. So there is that question and that worry as well. There is also a demographic danger that the BJP is pointing out to. 1971 में कितने Assamese speakers थे in Assam? 60%. Today, 2025, it has gone down to 46%, which means in Assam, less than 50% people speak Assamese. So if there is a fear, the fear is genuine.
Thank you, Shreya. The problem of Assam is not Muslims. The problem of Assam is illegal migrants. Now, the obvious thing which none of the BJP spokespersons are willing to talk about, and that is my question to them, that when we talk about illegal immigrants, they are both Hindus and Muslims. So why is BJP polarizing and communalizing the whole debate? And they are not talking about illegal immigrants, Bangladeshi speaking Hindus. My one question to Charu Pragya is, does she know how many Bangladeshi speaking Hindus are in Assam? Question number one. Will they be covered in the Mia language? And for Mr. Rajat Sethi, who seems to have been claiming that he has worked in Assam and we are talking about Delhi sensitivity, does he know that there are districts like, for example, Kachar and Shribhumi, where the majority is illegal immigrants who are Hindus? What Himanta Biswas is doing in Assam is that he is legitimizing the Hindus and communalizing the debate by using the language Mias. Because if your problem is illegal migrants, you simply use the word illegal migrants, which covers Hindus and Muslims. When Amit Shah comes to Assam, he does not come to listen to the people of Assam. He comes to tour areas where they are weak in minority-dominated districts. And let me make one more thing clear. Please don't forget the larger communal agenda and polarization, because why is it that Himanta Biswas, Assam is the only state where they are saying that if Hindus sell lands to the Muslims, they need prior permission? Why is it that if a Hindu girl or if a Hindu boy and a Muslim girl or a Muslim boy, interfaith marriages have to be done, it is almost impossible practically in Assam. These couples are facing harassment. So you see, a message is being sent to all the Muslims that change your vote or otherwise get out. And that is the political context of
Yes, Charu Pragya, you can come in. Charu Pragya, you can come in after I say this short thing. We know what the Supreme Court of India has said. The Supreme Court of India has given the Union of India the mandate to protect Assam. They are saying that Assam is facing internal disturbances and external aggression. And they are saying even if these foreigners, their names are in electoral rolls, they have no right to vote, unko hata do. Now, the government of India has been given that mandate by the Supreme Court of India. कर देना, लेकिन पूरी मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी को क्यों टारगेट कर रहे हैं? And is it okay for a chief minister to utter the sort of words and sentences that he has been uttering, Charu?
And what about the Hindu illegal migrants? Please answer that question.
ठीक है,
Please
चलिए,
answer.
Charu.
How many
Shreya.
Hindu illegal migrants?
One second.
will do
Okay,
it.
first
Make
of
his
all,
answer.
no. Hang on. Shreya, you know what? The contrast is striking. You allow the BJP spokesperson to speak for barely a couple of seconds before you interrupt her. Congress gets its say, right? So please don't interrupt
Somewhere
me
the
now. I
Congress should
understand
get
that
its
your
say na.
ideology is not the same as mine,
Charu,
but I am trying to make a point
Congress
here.
should get its say na.
Okay, they've had their say.
बाकी लोग तो बोलने ही नहीं देते उनको. चलिए, अच्छा, चलिए, no fighting. चलो Charu. At least somewhere to let the Congress have a say. चलो Charu.
Now, in the name of their secularism, they have put the security of our country at risk time and time again. Do not de-recognize this fact. The second thing is, and our Assam CM has explicitly stated this, those who come from Bangladesh call themselves Mia. I did not coin this term. This term does not come from BJP. We have not created it. It is a regional reality. It is a term which is used to identify people who have come from across the border, most of them settled here illegally. Do not forget the Assam Accord, and I will remind you again. Lastly and most importantly, in this entire context, the Chief Minister is clearly talking about illegal immigrants into our country. Why does it irk the opposition so much when we talk about weeding them out? Ab tak to conversation bhi nahi ho raha tha. And when we talk of Assam, let's also not forget that it was Rajiv Gandhi himself too who wanted NRC in Assam. Are you going to say that even Rajiv Gandhi didn't realize what's happening in Assam? For all these years, you've allowed the borders to be porous. We have put a full stop to that. For the most part, we've managed really well to put a full stop to that. And then going forward, we will make sure that we weed out every single person who is here who's not eligible to be here.
And therefore, Charu, the question that was asked after the SIR in Bihar.
Because Congress has tried to
Charu, therefore the question that was asked after the SIR in Bihar.
And Hemant Dada,
the political campaign for the BJP was घुसपैठियों को हटाएंगे, चुन के घुसपैठियों को बाहर करेंगे. SIR के बाद तो हमें बताया ही नहीं किसी ने कि कितने घुसपैठिए मिले बिहार में. मैं नहीं कह रही असम में नहीं है घुसपैठिए हैं, बंगाल में नहीं है, भरे हुए हैं.
नंबर्स नहीं.
But if you start targeting Muslims in the name of Ghuspetiyas
a record number
and say they have no right to vote in India, but they should be voting in Bangladesh, वो तो गड़बड़ है ना?
No. I really need to bust this narrative that is being floating around for a very long time. Targeting Muslims, sorry. The government which has worked the most for Muslims for decades has been Modi Sarkar. Tell me, what has the Congress done? Except selective appeasement just to get a couple of votes. Did they do anything for upliftment from the ground up? Absolutely not. Were there any changes to the education system? None. They even opposed triple talaq. What has the Congress government or the UPA government ever done? Today, whatever policy this government has, किसी की धर्म जाति नहीं पूछी जाती. It is applicable to everyone equally, and the minorities in this country are getting maximum gain from all
Charu,
these
anyone who has heard Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma for the last 3 days will not believe what you are saying. But Imran is holding his head.
That's exactly why, term after term, Bharatiya Janata Party makes its government in the state, in this country. It's not because of any kind of political targeting.
No, that is absolutely true that the last time the single largest party in Assam was the BJP, which means whatever they were saying was sticking with the voters there. So there is no doubt about that. Imran, boliye.
Because it doesn't matter what is the narrative floating around by a few stray people.
My only thing to one... Okay, Charuji, the advantage with Shreya's show is that we all get a level playing ground, and I think that is what you're troubled with. I just want to say one thing to Mr. Rajat. When you talk about removing every strand from a district and going
Charu is an old friend.
Pakistan,
She knows she gets ample time here.
And you are not. And I am allowing you your
Charuji
say.
first.
Absolutely.
Imran, chaliye Charu.
Just know one thing. Today an Indian Muslim is one whose family chose a secular India over an Islamic Republic of Pakistan. So remove that thought from your process. Like I remember there was some leader, I think it was Shashikant Pandya, who'd said India is for Hindus and Pakistan is for Muslims. Remove that thought process. An Indian Muslim is more Indian or as Indian as anyone else. My only question again to Charuji. Charuji, learn to listen. 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 I can say it as many times as you want, but please learn to listen. If you in a debate, it's always a question and an answer. It's not always speaking over someone else. Charuji, I just have one answer. Charuji, listen.
Pakistan existed.
Charu, I mean, give me a minute here because my producer is saying time khatam ho gaya, but ye debate to should be going on for another 5-7 minutes. Rajat is smiling because he agrees with me. Avni wants to say something, so I'm going to give Avni 20 seconds to speak and Rajat 20 seconds to speak and then finish it. ठीक है, चलिए, we'll be fair to all. Avni, go ahead, please.
मेरा एक सिंपल सा सवाल का जवाब ना चारू ने दिया ना रजत ने दिया कि आप घुसपैठी शब्द यूज करिए ना. हम खुद सपोर्ट में हैं कि आसाम का जो एजिटेशन था 79 से 85 घुसपैठियों के खिलाफ था. आपने इसको सिर्फ मियाओं में क्यों बदल दिया? क्या अभी तक हमें फिगर्स नहीं मिले इनकी तरफ से कि कितने बंगाली स्पीकिंग हिंदू इलीगल घुसपैठी हैं? तो इसको हिंदू मुस्लिम के बारे में क्यों बनाया जा रहा है? आप घुसपैठी बोलिए, हम सब आपके साथ हैं, लेकिन आप मियाओं को जो टारगेट कर रहे हैं वो एक बार फिर ही साबित करता है कि आपके पास गवर्नेंस के नाम पे दिखाने के लिए कोई काम नहीं है, और आप हिंदू मुस्लिम का पैतरा, यू आर अगेन गेटिंग इनटू फियर पॉलिटिक्स, दैट इज व्हाट यू आर डूइंग। अदरवाइज आप घुसपैठी शब्द यूज करिए, आप मियां शब्द मत यूज करिए। और कितने हिंदू इलीगल इमिग्रेंट्स है, उन पे बात क्यों नहीं कर रही है भाजपा?
Okay, Rajat, go ahead, please. 20 seconds, we'll wrap this.
अभी मौका दिया है तो थोड़ा अवनी जी के अंदर पेशेंस होना चाहिए, सुनने की क्षमता रखनी चाहिए उनको। पहली चीज ये है, जो एसआईआर जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने किया था उसमें ज्यादा हिंदुओं को आइडेंटिफाई किया था, मुस्लिम्स को कम आइडेंटिफाई किया था, क्योंकि मुसलमानों ने जो भी आए थे बॉर्डर क्रॉस करके, दे वर एबल टू वर्क ऑन द पेपर वर्क, दे एंश्योर्ड दैट दे हैड फुल प्रूफ पेपर वर्क ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, दे वर एबल टू जनरेट ऑल दैट वाज नीडेड, बट देयर वाज अ कैटेगराइजेशन कॉल्ड वोटर D category, which was created, which was doubtful voters. This was created by the Congress party themselves. And it had lakhs and lakhs of Muslims names enumerated by this Congress party when it was in power at that time. You cannot forget that. Now there is a clear delineation which was brought in, that are the people, because of human rights concerns, because of political persecution, because of religious persecution, that the minorities from other countries want to come into this country, would they be treated in a different way, in a humanitarian way or not? Supreme Court said no. Therefore, through the SIR, through the NRC process, more number of Hindus were identified in that list and lesser number of Muslims were identified. But this is what Avni needs to identify. That BJP did not come in and try to color the whole process. BJP said that they want to protect these people who were raped, maimed and killed in Bangladesh. They had to skip running for their lives, and they had to come into Assam. They cannot be treated by economic refugees who come in for economic opportunities versus those who are come in for political refuge in this country.
Okay.
This is the two classes which was going to be created through the CAA.
Okay.
But this is what happened to CAA, we all know.
Okay, Rajat, as a thinking citizen, my last question to you, I'm completely out of time, but as a thinking citizen, as a right-minded citizen of this country, are you okay with the language and the targeting that is being practiced by Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma?
Again, I'm saying, we are an Assamese lens. You will hear what he has said in a very different way than if you wear a Noida lens or a Delhi lens. This is a huge cultural gap. Please go. You will go during the election time. You will survey, sit with people and speak to them. What does Mia entail?
But there can be no lens on right and wrong na. Right to right ही है कोई भी lens पहनो, और wrong to wrong ही है जो कोई भी lens पहनो. Right? The fact is, if you go through his tweets from 2021 to 2025, the fact is he uses Muslims and Mias interchangeably. He's not making a distinction between indigenous Muslims and Mia Muslims, number one, and he's nowhere qualifying. Today he is qualified it as illegal Bangladeshi, Mia Muslims. Otherwise, this Bangladeshi thing never came. So, all right, in any case, it's the people of Assam who have to decide. We can just debate, right, and put our points of view forward. Thank you very much, Rajat. Time khatam. My producer is very upset. Good night. Thank you very much for joining us. Charu, thank you very much for being with us. Avni, good to have you on the show. And Imran Ahmed, thank you very much for your time as well. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, a quick break. There's more on the other side.